I mean, I don't know what you call it. I dug a little pebble out of the sole of my foot, and yesterday afternoon, and I was thinking today, oh wow, you know what? I'm not gonna walk today. Let it heal, whatever. But I dug it out and I put some betadine on it, and it wasn't too deep and whatever. It feels just fine. And so, but the thing is that yesterday I looked in the freezer and my wife had bought some ice cream. Now I'm going on these walks every morning. One, it's good for the health, I enjoy it and everything like that. And it gives me the opportunity to reach out and talk with people from all over the world, which I really value that a lot, you know. But the other reason is because I need to lose weight. I'm 55 years old. I want to lose. I want to lose a certain amount of weight. I was at 117 kilo. Now I'm down to 110. But I got to get down to. I want to get down to 90 kilo. That's my. That's my goal. So like this morning, I started doing a podcast, right? Doing a history podcast, basically. I had a wonderful conversation with a fellow named Henry and a fellow named, oh boy, what's his name? Escapes me for the moment. Anyway, we had a wonderful discussion, a wonderful conversation about history, world history, and stuff like that. It was great. And I was like, oh, all right, well, I'll do that. And, and that'll be the end of my, my thing. I won't walk. But today I decided, I finally decided. I was like, you know what? I dug this thing out of my heel, not my heel. Like it's like on the bottom of my foot. It was in about like half an inch or something like that. I took like a pair of tweezers and I dug that little pebble out, splashed it up with some betadine. I'm good to go. I'm ready to walk this 7 kilometers, 8 kilometers, because if I don't, if I make an excuse not to do it, then I'm not going to lose the weight that I want to lose. And I'm not about that. I'm 100% about I need to lose this weight, achieve my goal, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And my foot feels just fine. If I was walking around with a little pebble in my foot, it feels a lot better now that I took the pebble out. So that was just an excuse. My mind was playing a trick on me not to exercise. But here we are. We're out at it. Who's that? Nishant Singh. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? How's everything? My goals are this. My goals are to live a peaceful life, a good life, to be a good person, to follow the Eightfold Noble Path, or 7 deadly sins, or whatever scripture there is in this world, to make myself a better human being. But that's my overall goal. But then my other goal is, like today, to lose weight. I was at 117 kilo a few weeks ago. I'm down to 110. I should be around 110. But last night, like I was saying, I dug a pebble out of my foot. And I was like, oh, I dug the pebble out of my, I dug the pebble out of my foot, and then I looked in the freezer and I saw that my wife had bought some ice cream. And when I saw the ice cream, I was like, whoa, well, I don't think I can exercise tomorrow because I just dug a pebble out of my foot. So I might as well eat this ice cream, or at least just eat part of the ice cream. But, I ended up eating the entire tub of ice cream, you know. And then, stupidly, I went over to my wife and I said, hey, what's going on, Arthur? How you doing? I said, then I said to my wife, I said, baby, don't ever buy any more ice cream, please. Don't bring any ice cream into this house. You know I'm on a diet. I don't want to eat this sugar, this ice cream, and everything like that. And she looked at me and she said, I didn't buy that ice cream for you. That ice cream is for me. And don't you think you can tell me if I can bring ice cream in the house or not? Because if I bring ice cream in the house and I want to eat it, that's for me. If you're on a diet, you better take care of your own diet. That's exactly what she said to me. And I was like, okay, baby, all right. You're 100% right. I mean, I was like, she put me in my place so quick. And I was like, I was like, you know what? You're right. And that was so selfish of me to eat her ice. Mind was in my mind because like gluttony. Gluttony is like not only like it's a mental thing too. So like my mind was telling, oh, all this ice cream is for me. It's got to be for me. I'm the only fat fuck that's gonna eat ice cream. My wife isn't fat, and she eats like a spoonful every now and then. And she didn't get that ice cream for me. She got it for herself. And I ate her ice cream. So that's why I am back out here at it today, because I got to lose this weight. That's what I want. That's my goal, to lose weight, to get healthy, into a healthy weight, right? So a healthy weight also equals into a healthy mind. And a healthy mind equals into doing things that you like in life. Like, if you have a healthy mind, you can learn an instrument, learn a language, you can do different things, maybe get another hobby or something like that. Read a book, write write a computer program. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, your mind, you're capable of doing it, But you have barriers, or at least I had barriers, and a lot of other people have barriers that they put up. And one of those barriers is bad health. Bad health becomes the reason, the barrier. Or you have bad people in your life who start telling you, you're too stupid to do something. Oh, you can't do it. You're not smart enough. You don't have what it takes and stuff like that. And if you listen to those people, and the first thing you ought to do is get away from those people. Secondly, you should also know that you can do it. You can achieve goals. You can do these things, But people, there are people out there who are kind of evil in a way. And, they're just negative people who would rather to tell you that you can't do something because it makes them feel better about themselves. I guess. I mean, that's one way of looking at it. But let's put all that to the side, because we don't really need to, give those people the time of day, right? The time of day is the time of day we give ourselves. And that is stay healthy, eat healthy. Eating healthy means, eating healthy is a very, very, it's a hot topic, because a lot of people have different ideas about how eating healthy is. Like, for me, eating healthy is I don't eat meat, right? I don't eat any meat. I will eat eggs, and I will have some cheese sometimes, but I do not eat the flesh of an animal. To me, that's not very healthy. Unfortunately, I do eat a lot of carbs. Like, I love bread. But I got to cut that out and cut the rice out. And the worst part is, like I told you, I had that ice cream last night. Oh my God, I ate the whole tub of ice cream. And now I'm out here walking to walk that off. And I'm not even sure, like a 7 kilometer walk is going to be enough to knock off a tub of ice cream. What do you think? Do you think 7 kilometers will take a tub of ice cream off? Oh, another beautiful morning. It's about 22 degrees Celsius with a nice, very slow, cool breeze. So anyway, like I'll talk about another thing. So I'm going to be doing a podcast every single day, not while exercising. This exercise thing is a separate thing, but doing a podcast on basically history, uh, basically like history, like past history and stuff like that, you know. I try not to get too involved in politics today, although we can sort of analyze that, but like more in a way to sort of like think about ancient origins and how the ingenuity of the different Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Hey, bye. He was thinking about. Anyway, get. Oh, ไอ้แลมเป็นมาคุณอ๋อได้แล้วให้ยายไปก่อน yeah, so like the ingenuity of humans and stuff like that, and then how fast, you know, like try to like break it down, like how fast this happens and stuff like that, because like some breakthroughs in technology that took like, you know, 30, 40, 50 years, 100 years, some say 1,000 years, you know, but obviously, I think the more, and if you're a history buff, the more and more that we learn about history these days, we realize that there was a narrative that was taught for many, many years, eons. That's not quite exactly the way things happened, and so it's important. I mean, well, at least it's in. I choose my words correctly. It is interesting to me and important to me to learn about these sort of things and then pass that on and then have that kind of conversation with other people of like-minded, you know, of other like-minded people. You know? You know, I don't know if you ever heard of this guy, Manir Praveet. He's an Indian guy. He goes around talking about history and ancient technology. And here's a beautiful lot, by the way. I just think that we should take a look at that and appreciate the beauty of a lot in the morning. And so anyway, well, I think his name is Mani Praveen. Anyway, he goes around, he starts, and he's an anthropologist, archaeologist, historian, and he's tries to figure out some of these ancient origin stories and stuff like that. And I really enjoy watching him because he's out there pretty much doing it all on his own, a lot on his own. He doesn't have like as far as I know, like many historical agencies behind him and stuff like that. And he is a doctor, he has a PhD and stuff like that. But he's really continuing the work, or continuing his work, which I find quite compelling. And I think that you should check him out. Manir Praveen. In fact, he was just in Thailand a couple weeks ago. I would have liked to have met up with him, but I wasn't, in the area. All right. I think I am going to have to end up calling this trek a little bit short today, and there's a reason for that. And well, I'll let you know what that is. The reason for that is the last couple of days I've been having to pee like every, I don't know, 10 minutes. I don't know what it is. I don't pee a lot. I guess like it's a prostrate thing or something like that. I don't know. But I think I'm going to have to see a doctor today about that, because I wanted to go on this walk and do 7 kilometers and work that ice cream off. I really, really, really did. But I cannot pee on the street here, and I don't want to pee in my pants. So I think I can hold it in. Who's back? Hey, what's up, Eugene? Yeah. No, I'm back because I'll tell you why. The reason I came back is because, remember at the end, and we were talking, I was like, I dug a pebble out of my foot, and I was like, I put some betadine on it, and I said, I probably won't do my exercise this morning. And then I was like, oh man, you know what? If I had walking with a pebble in my foot for the last week or so, I took that thing out. I'm just fine. I can walk. Come on. Don't be late. I didn't give myself the excuse not to get the exercise that I need because I dug a pebble out of my foot. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. I poured betadine on it. It's just fine, and I need to lose that weight. But I was just saying that I do have another issue. It's kind of, well, I'm not embarrassed about it, but it's just a fact of life, is that for some reason for the last couple of days, I've been having to urinate every 10 minutes, like not a lot, and I'm beginning to think that as some sort of a prostrate issue or something like that. I don't know what it is, but it is an issue. So I can't stop and pee on the side of the road here because that would be very uncivilized, and I don't want to pee in my pants, so I'm close enough to get back to my house, I think, without having an accident, which is kind of strange. I'm only 55 years old, and I'm like, what the heck? Oh, okay, all right. Well, I mean, but it's been happening these last couple of days. The last couple of days is like, and then I stand there and I'm like, waiting to pee for 5 minutes. And finally I do, and then, it's, I don't know. from my understanding, that is a prostrate, but whatever. The thing is that it's something that I got to get taken care of, because number one is I'm not going to be walking around with a catheter. Number two, if all I got to do is take some prostrate pills and make that better, so I can have a, I can walk around without having to pee all the time, And I don't even drink that much liquid. I mean, it's weird, So get that checked out today, because I have to drive this other fellow to the hospital. There's a 77-year-old man that lives near me, and he has sort of been slipping, mentally and physically, and he's had a few accidents, and he had one accident. It was pretty serious a few days ago. But he's got to get his wounds changed, and I've got to take him in. So while I take him in, I'll go have myself checked out for the prostrate thing or whatever it is. I'll just let him know, because this peeing thing, I'm only 55 years old. I mean, this could interfere with my sex life, with my wife. It could interfere with my public appearance life. I'm going to address this issue, get that taken care of. But at the same token, like I was saying, man, I was going to find a reason not to exercise this morning and not go on my walk, 7-kilometer walk. And unfortunately, I got to pee, because I'm ready to walk 7 kilometers. So because I have to go pee, I'm gonna go back to the house, go pee, wake up the guy that I got to take to the hospital, take him to the hospital. Right after I get back from the hospital, I'm gonna be back on, and we're gonna do this 7 kilometers and get it done and lose these calories. How about that? I know Gene's with me. I know y'all with me. Thank goodness. Bless you all. God bless you guys for being here, man. It is a blessing. And every day is a blessing. Every day you're alive is a blessing, man. And this beautiful, beautiful sky, earth, planet, and everything like that, man, it's a blessing. We are truly blessed. But yeah, we're not too far now. Well, when you gotta pee, it always seems further than it really is. What a dummy I am. How did this happen? I hope it wasn't because I ate bad food or something like that. Whatever it is, I hope I can get taken care of. Some sort of a fix. But I will tell you something that I did find out, because this is along the lines of what we're talking about. So I have a daughter. My daughter's 30 years old, right? And she goes to music concerts and stuff like that, right? And I was like listening to that, and then I heard her start talking about the diapers. And I'm like thinking to myself, diapers? What the heck is she talking about diapers for? All right, and I said, honey, I don't understand what you're talking about. What are you talking about, diapers and going to a concert? And she says, oh yeah, no, that's the whole thing these days. Young people, they go to concerts and they wear diapers because they don't want to take the time to go to the bathroom, because it takes too long to go to the bathroom. So they wear diapers so they can enjoy the whole concert. And that blew my mind. I was like, what? Are you serious? I mean, there is no way I would go to a concert wearing diapers. Now that dog's off the road by himself. He's got it all taken care of. That dog has that road locked down. No, he's off the road. He's off the road, bro. Look, there he is right there, back there. He's just fine. He's here every day. You know? That dog knows exactly what he's doing. But anyway, let's get back to that diaper thing. That people in their 20s and 30s, when they go to concerts these days, they wear diapers. That's a thing. Did you believe that? Can you believe that? I'm serious. Can you believe that? Have you heard? Has anybody heard of that but me? Or am I just like, or maybe somebody's playing a joke on, maybe my daughter's playing a joke on me and they don't really wear diapers to concerts? You know? I mean, she sounded serious though. You know? I don't know, man. And she explained it a little bit more. I was like, oh, people pay $1,500 for like really good tickets and stuff like that, and then you don't want to take the time to go to the toilet or something like that. And I'm like, man, I don't know about that. Number one, I'm not paying $1,500 just to watch time unless it's like Mozart or Beethoven or something like that, right? And number two, back in the day when we used to go, well, at least when I went to concerts back in the day, yeah, Harry, I'm talking to you, brother. Back in the day when I would go to concerts, like we were all watered out, before we, took care of your business before you went to the concert, right? Isn't that right, Harry? If you went to a concert, you take care of your business before you went to the concert. I don't know. Times change. Times definitely change. Yeah, so that's the thing. So Harry, I was telling Gene that was the thing is that I was well, yeah, I mean I would too, but the problem is that like I'm a Westerner in an Asian country, and if an Asian sees a Westerner peeing on the side of the road, it might present more of a problem for me than if I was Asian peeing on and being seen by another Asian. If you get what I'm trying to say. So I'll take care of my business. I'm holding it. I can hold it. I don't have too much longer to go. I'm gonna make it. It's like the last mile. No, I'm gonna make it. It's more of the discomfort, really. I think because it's not really the volume. It's more of a discomfort, and that's what leads me to think that it might be a prostrate, like a swollen prostrate, which is causing the discomfort because it's not. I didn't drink a lot of water or a lot of liquids or anything like that, so. I'm just thinking that it's a discomfort thing. Oh, the concert. Yeah, the concert. You're just going to, I guess, like at Burning Man, right? I've never been to Burning Man. That's like, after my time. I'm sorry. I'm 55. I hear at Burning Man, people just drop their drawers and drop Molly and drop LSD and drop cash and everything and drop their virginity. They do everything at Burning Man. You got to be that's for people in their 20s. I'm too old for that shit. I mean, I was 21 also, so you know it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. You know. All right, here we go down to the main stretch. T, the discomfort. You just want to walk, but what about the walk back, sir? Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is. I'm on the walk back right now. I didn't make it to the point that I wanted to. In fact, I made it about 20% of the walk that I wanted to make, right? Because normally I walk 7 kilometers. So I would say I probably walked about 1 kilometer, maybe a little bit more, before the discomfort became an issue. And that's when I decided to turn back. This is my street right here. This is the street that I live on. And my house is right down there, down the road. So I made it, you know, and definitely going to make it. But I'm going to have to say goodbye to you wonderful people again prematurely. I didn't want to end like this at this moment, but I will be back, I promise you, because number one, I take my buddy to the hospital. And when I take him to the hospital, I got to have that prostrate thing, talk to the doctor about that thing, and see if that's something that needs to be dealt with, or if it's just something that's going to pass. And after that, I'm going to be back, and we're going to do a super podcast talking about history, Southeast Asian history, World War II history, World War I history, any topic that you feel that you have something to add to or want to talk about or anything like that, we'll definitely be on there talking about it. So, yeah, it's just going to take some time. I'm so sorry to inconvenience everybody with one of my personal problems here, but it is what it is, and I got to take care of it. But wait, 1 second before you hang up, before you guys go, I just want to show you one thing real quick. I don't know if you guys seen this. I want to show you real quick. Check this out. He's over here. He's somewhere over here. I don't know if you guys seen him before, but he's over here. Oh, there he is. You see him? Right there. Mr. T. Cute. I think he's in stasis. I don't think... yeah, he turned around a little bit. But it's too early in the morning for him. He needs sun to move around, and it's not time for him to eat yet. But that guy weighs over 100 pounds. Anyway, I got to go take care of nature calls. Love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm so sorry that my personal issue right at this moment forces me to shut down at the moment. But we will be back. We will be back. Nancy, it's nice to see you. Thank you for coming at the end. I'm just sorry. Like I said, I've got to take care of an issue or two. And we will be back later. But right there is Mr. T. And he says hello in tortoise language. God bless you all. Love you all. Thank you so much. And see you soon.